just take the first step.
Yeah.
That's all you got to do. Put one foot in front of the other. Just walk forward. If you go one way, you'll realize it's the wrong direction. You got to go another way.
Exactly.
But if you stay there and do nothing, sometimes in life, a bad decision is better than no decision.
That's right.
Because if you decide not to make a decision, that's your decision. You decided not to decide. But so you have to make a decision to find out if it's the right one. And if you have to fail, you fail. That's it.
I agree. And remember, take risks in life, but calculated risks.
Right.
Think about it first, because there's a lot of things in life that you don't know what the outcome is going to be. You take a calculated risk. You analyze the situation,
right.
And you say to yourself, it's like, if you only got $100 in your pocket, you don't want to bet 150 on something, because that's
right.
just stupid,
Right.
But a calculated risk is if you don't take risks in life, you're never going to get anywhere.
I love it. So in terms of your past, when I was talking to Mike Tyson, he said something that you guys both second just now. Every single thing he went through, I said to him, I said, good and bad. He goes, there's no bad. I go, what do you mean? You had these allegations, you went to jail, you were depressed. And he said, it doesn't matter. It helped me become who I am now. And now I have peace. Michael, you've said the same thing, where nothing from your past you would change. And it's good for younger people to hear that, because they think what they're going through now is like a huge storm. And it's like, why me? And they're entitled. They don't realize that when they're 40, 50, 60, 70, that shaped them. So do you guys both truly believe every single thing that happened to you in your past has helped you become who you are today? Or is there things that you regret? I'm curious.
Well, yeah, I mean, look, you always have some regrets. The thing is, you can't dwell on your regrets and let them take you down. You have to move beyond them. Funny, you mentioned Mike. When I sat down with him once, and I was having a sit down with him on YouTube, I asked him about his time in the hole. He did some prison time, and he did time in the hole like I did. And he said to me, Michael, it was the best time in my life.
Wow.
And I said, really, why, Mike? He said, because I got to know who I was. He said, it was just me, and I got to understand myself. I got to take responsibility for things. He says, I worked things out. He said, I enjoyed being in the hole because I never spent time with myself. I never really learned who I was. And he came out of there, a different person. I can certainly relate to that, because it was my time in solitary. Now, I spent a little bit longer than you should, but I learned so much about myself, the direction in life that I wanted to head into, because before that, I was running, I was doing things, and I was having success and all of that, but I never really slowed down and said, okay, what is it that I really want? Money isn't the answer to everything. Money should be a byproduct of the good that you do for yourself and your family and others in life. Because if you do that and you have the right skills and the right, knowledge about what you're doing, the money will come. But what is it do you really want to achieve in life? And, that was fascinating when Mike said that to me. He said it was the best time, and he meant it. Mike is so insightful. These little nuggets that come out of him are just amazing. And it's based upon his experience and how he's extrapolated things out of those experiences that have really helped him.
Well, the great thing about Mike Tyson is he's got nothing to prove.
Exactly.
So this is me.
Yeah.
My life is out there. This is who I am. And it's like you, and it's like me. I mean, when I was struggling as an actor, living in New York, and especially in LA, at one point, Michael, I would say a year before, I started to write Bronx Tale. I was living in some dump. I had a dumpy car. And I remember that I had a can of tuna fish left in my refrigerator. This is a true story. And I opened up the can of tuna fish, and I put the whole can in a thing. And I remember that I was running out of my money. I didn't get my unemployment check. And I said, oh, man, I have some sliced bread. I'll never forget this. And this is not false humility. I'm telling you exactly what happened. And I put the whole can, and then I went, let me save the half of the can for later or tomorrow if I can't cash my unemployment check. So I put the other half in, and I put it in. And you know what? I smiled and I laughed because I was happy. Mm-hmm. I was happy because I was doing what I was doing. I was acting, and I felt in my heart that sooner or later it's going to happen for me. I wasn't down on myself. I said, it's okay, man. You're doing what you're doing, and it's going to be great. And I would eat pasta and tuna fish because those were the cheapest things I could get. And I never forgot that, because when time started to change, I think about that moment, and then I think about when I didn't get a movie made, or I didn't get a role that I wanted, and I looked at myself and said, Chaz, come on. Look where you are now. Be grateful.
Yeah,
Grateful. Grateful is everything.
absolutely.